Hi everyone, welcome back to Crochet Rocks. Tracy here, and well, boy have I been busy today. I've been really rushing around, and guess what? I feel a bit better. I'm a little bit kind of apprehensive to say that I'm feeling better because this has happened before, you know, and then then the world had other plans. But although I still have the ick, you know, the and all that, and blowing my nose and all that stuff that goes along with that, I don't feel nearly as floppy as I have been the last few days, and it no longer takes me to do one simple task all day. I actually managed to get quite a few done today, and well, to be honest, I've done my best. You know, kind of kept up to scratch with everything. It's just been a bit of a mission, it has been, but definitely feeling brighter today, which is a good start. Not gone though, not gone, just brighter and more energetic. So it's lovely and sunny out there again. It looked like it was going to really rain and be horrible and gloomy today, but the sun has come out and it's really lovely out there. The only sun that I've seen though is backwards and forwards into the yarn van, which I have done a couple of times. The first time to get some yarn for a project, which is a new granny square project. Excuse me. Am I okay? I just thought I needed to blow my nose, and I really don't want to do that in front of you guys. Anyway, so yeah, I did that, and my equipment malfunctioned halfway through, but I sort of started again. So all I've got to do is cut that little bit out and put them together, and it should be fine. So I've filmed the square, and I haven't filmed the project bit yet, so that'll be next. But I didn't want to get that done today because it would have taken me too long. I wouldn't have been able to do my yarn of the week for today, and I want to cook something nice for Gary because yesterday I couldn't do it, and we ended up eating just a pork chop. That was it. And I did say to him, you know, do you want me to do something else? And he was like, no, it's fine. And he cooked them, but I was so bad yesterday that I couldn't face cooking. I actually had no appetite either, and everything just made me feel a bit queasy. So we didn't have dinner. Obviously I'd eaten lunch and big one at work, so it was fine. And I'd had a roll for lunch, so you know, I wasn't going to starve to death or anything, but I just did not have the ability to stand around in a kitchen and cook anything. So today I'm making up for it. I am doing honey glazed chicken with little potatoes in the air fryer. I've got a new air fryer book that Gary got me, and I thought, right, I'm going to do something from this book. And I had 4 chicken legs, and it calls for thighs. So I thought, right, I'm going to have to cut these. So I got this super knife that I got for Christmas from Gary's brother. I mean, it's a serious knife, this is. And it just went chum. Darn, it was like, wow. So I have 4 drumsticks to cook as well. But we'll do that, you know. I'm not saying I cut them perfectly. You know, I'm not a butcher. I just did it. So I'm going to do that. And these honey chicken is on a bed of potatoes. I'm a bit dubious. It's supposed to be really lovely, but then you're cooking the chicken and all that's going on your potatoes, and I don't know. I mean, in the old days, that's how our mums cooked, you know. They put the meat, the potatoes in the same pan, all the juices went in, it all tasted gorgeous. But these days we are more cholesterol and fat aware. Some of us are very fat aware. Sorry. So yeah, I don't know. I'm a kind of, I want to do it, but at the same time I'm thinking, you know, chicken. Chicken on my potatoes. I don't know. But, you know, we'll see what they're like. We'll see how it goes. I'll either modify it so I never do the potatoes under it again, or, and I'm not looking forward to the washing up either, because it's going to make a complete and utter mess of my air fryer. But you know what? It's got to be done. I've got no choice. I'm going to have to do it, guys. I really didn't want to do this in front of you. But if I pause it, I'm going to stitch them together. And you don't know how much of a mission that can be sometimes when I've already got others I've got to tamper with. Hang on. At least it wasn't like Some of mine have been very long, drawn out and noisy. At least it wasn't. It was just a done. See how intimate we are now? I can even blow my nose in front of you. Do you remember when I couldn't even... I used to pause it for everything. Let's do this before I forget it's even here. So we're back to the weekend again. Can you believe it? It really is flying. Flying by. And I don't have my glasses, so I'm glad there's nothing to read on it. Can't really see that well, the picture, because it's a bit... I don't know. Well, I don't know what they are. Probably sand people, I don't know. Let's hope this isn't hard to read. I do have a pair actually up there. Standby glasses. Okay. Well, it does look like I've turned the page, so because I had that big long one last time. Didn't put any makeup on, so oh yeah, should have done. Blotchy. That Evans lady. That Evans lady. Well, you're up early. Me greeting my children every morning since they were born. It's been scientifically proven that the dirtiest place on earth is the play area in the paediatrician's waiting room. Isn't holding any weight with my toddler. It's true though, it's the germiest place. You can't expect your kids to help clean up when you ask them to, but it's nice to know that you can get rid of them in a hurry with mere suggestion. Yeah, that works too, doesn't it? It's like if you ever want it, when one used to be going on and on and on and on and on, on and on and on and on and on and on, needed them to just shut up for 5 minutes and let me watch Emmerdale or something, I would utter those words. Fancy making a cup of tea? Oh, I'm just going to go and do this. Gone. It was just perfect. Do you fancy making a cup of tea? It was on the odd occasion I got like, yeah, okay. Only from poor mind. Michael never drank tea, so he never wanted to make any. But it is amazing. It does work when you need it to, you know. Not that I really wanted to get rid of them very often. Only when I was trying to listen to something. They weren't going to give me no time. Oh, so still out of breath a bit. I'll be glad when it's gone. Seriously, this has been the worst. I mean, I had a dermatology appointment for the 31st and they sent me a reminder for it and I thought, oh. So I messaged them back saying, you know, can we reschedule it? I've got tonsillitis. And they said, this is your 4th cancellation. So if you don't attend, we'll transfer you back to your GP. So I thought, oh, okay, I'll attend then. So I just messaged them back saying, okay, I'll come, but hopefully I won't be giving you anything. So, yeah, because I've had so many illnesses that I've had to cancel. I put in the thing, I have been ill since January. And that's not a lie, it's true. I've had one thing after another. The first thing I got was on Michael's birthday. Went out for a meal on his birthday. And I had a sore throat, which... I think I must have caught when I saw Paul previously, because he'd had one. So I thought I had got Michael's sore throat because he had a bit of a sore throat. But obviously it was too quick. So once that one was finished, I think I then had Mike's and give him Paul's. So I don't think they belong to them, you know, really. It's just the only place I'd been to actually catch anything. So anyway, got rid of that one, ended up with a chest infection, then it come back again, and you know the rest. But I then saw Ezra, who had a snotty nose, and here I am. So I actually kind of, people think, you know, I'm a bit of a melt, and I say, you know, if there's any sniffles or anything like that, I'd rather not do it until you're better, sort of thing. And I get a bit of like, oh, you know, it's only a sniffle. It is for you. But this is what happens to me. And Gary was just, I think he was a bit worried about me the other day. And I said, see why I'm so paranoid about anybody being ill around me. Because, you know, I think it's only since really, I mean, I've always been a bit, well, always had asthma, so I've always suffered. But since having the cancer, it's with bells on. And it's just my destiny now to have things that go really, really bad. On the odd occasion I shrug something off. I'm very rare now though, very, very rare that I can just shrug something off. It's always a little bit icky. But I'm done for, really, with having that operation and removing the lymph nodes. That's really kind of not done me any favours at all. But yeah, not nice. Hate it, really do. So I am so maybe you should wear a mask. I mean, yeah, I don't want to really be that person that you see in the town, the only one wearing a mask, the only one in the shop with a mask, you know, if you're a twat, to be honest with you. So I'd just rather be have a good immune system, which I don't have. Really don't have. Anyway, enough of my ailments. There's certainly enough to talk about, but we'll give them a rest. So my hair's gonna get a bit curly this time, isn't it? Sort of very Veronica Lake, more like Veronica Puddle, I suppose. But it really did. And it, you know, when I was at school, no, you don't, but when I was at school, I used to have this. You know, they used to. Do you remember the flick? Oh, I had a perfect flick. It was always dead right. And if it didn't go right, I'd wet it. I'd wet it down, and I would make sure I'd use a bit of setting lotion on the bits that needed to do this. I made sure my flick was spot on. I had to have the perfect flick. You know, Farrah Fawcett Majors, really, that was why. And Kelly, do you remember Charlie's Angels? They were the ones. They were the ones who really kind of, we all wanted their hair. Yeah, and I used to make sure that all my hair kind of went back. Very Farrah, you know, big hair. Oh, God, I haven't got many pictures. In fact, I don't think I've got any left now. But, yeah, I used to kind of whoosh, you know. But not just one. I had this friend that used to do it. And she would tong it so that this whole section went back. But it was like a sausage that ran down the length of her hair. And I thought, you know, you've got to have several sausages, I'm afraid. Otherwise, it's not really Farrah, is it? It's just a sausage. At the end of the day, it's just a sausage. And, yeah. But, you know, we all wanted... Oh, I loved Kelly. Kelly's hair was amazing. I know Farrah was the one with the hair, you know. But, yeah, Jacqueline Smith's hair was amazing. Anyway. Yeah. I was only little then, really. Probably about 11. Maybe less, I don't know. But that was, you know, when you start getting into fashion. And I remember when I always had summer jobs and I always bought my own clothes. Well, my mum always bought me loads of clothes as well, but she was dreadful at washing them. And one time I bought this dress and I loved it. And it had one of them waspy belts, you know, the ones that I mean. You had like 3 holes and 3 prongs and they fitted in and they were elasticated. And I loved this dress so much. It looked like Air Force style. And I was thin then, by the way. And anyway, she washed it and it went, oh, funny shade of purpley grey. And I was devastated. I really was. I went, that's it. Don't ever wash any of my clothes again. I'll wash them myself from now on. And that was it. From that tender age, I said, that's it. Don't touch my stuff. And I started doing all my own washing from that moment. I was determined that none of that was going to happen again. But yeah, she wasn't very domesticated, my mother. She was, in some ways, she was, you know, she was a good cook in her day. Soon went off. But, you know, she could, if she applied herself, she was good to it. But she didn't like housework at all. I wonder where I get that from. I wonder who she passed it on to, I mean. No, I hate it. It's like a drudgery. I really hate demeaning drudgery of any kind. You know when people say, oh, if you only get a little job, there's a little cleaning job going. It's like, what? Don't be ridiculous. You know, it's like an insult to me, that is. You know, what are you talking about? Some people love cleaning. Some people love ironing. Some people love all that. But I hate it, I have to say. I mean, it's not that I don't do it. I have been known, if my clothes are that creased, to wash them again. Hopefully they won't be. Not and get away with it. Just saying. I could pretend I'm perfect, but what's the point? It's I'm not really not, you know. Not. Simple as that. You know. I'm not as bad as my mum, though. She was just dreadful. She would never do anything. If she, you know, she used to work, don't get me wrong. She was a real career woman. And she, not like she had some high-flying job, but whatever she applied herself to. And she could do anything, you know. She could weld, or she could be like a PA, You know, she went from one job to the other and none of them ever matched. You know, she made quadraphonic, well, not stereos, they're quadraphonics, but she made musical kind of, what's the word? Separates, you know, stack units with 4 speakers at one place. And then she was an MP's secretary, PA. You know, it's just what? You know, I know, it's weird. She could turn them around to anything. But in those days, you didn't need all these ridiculous qualifications, did you? You could just turn up and say, yeah, I could do that. And they'd give you the job because you were confident. I'm really hot now. I think I've got a feeling I might be sweating that out today. I had to have the aircon on earlier. And it wasn't really sunny or anything. But yeah, I've got a feeling, because I've been a bit tropical off and on today. Just a little bit tropical. I'll be glad to see the back of it, that's for sure. So Monday I've got to go dermatologist, and I still haven't had the blood test, which I will talk to them about. But several things have happened to me since I've seen them though. But I really think they'll discharge me. Anyway, I'm going to get off and upload this video and go out there and sort this chicken dish out, because I'm a bit intrigued by it. I want it to go nicely, you know, I really want it to work. But at the same time, I'm a bit concerned about chicken being on top of potatoes. You know what I mean? With all the blood and juices. I mean, we'll cook it. It's just I can't imagine, you know, when you cooked a chicken, you've got all that jellified bleh in the bottom. That's going to be in my potatoes. Maybe not, because they've got that thing. You know, they've got that grid thing. Oh, yeah. And I've got some liners. I might try it, but I can't see it working. We'll see. I'll let you know what it turns out like. Hopefully it'll be good. I think I've got all the ingredients. I even got honey, so that's cool. So anyway, as I say, I'm going to get off and upload this. I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care. Bye for now.